Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, and today we're going to talk about a subject which seemingly seems to be in conflict, but it's not at all, okay? So let me double check the sound. Okay, I figured out why it was reverberating on some of the videos before. All right, let's get that down a little bit more. There we go. All right, so I'm going to pull up an image. And one is from This is Sparta, right? And the other one is Buddha meditating under the tree, okay? So here's the mistake that narcissists want you to believe, and I fell under it. I was state champion of boxing, national kickboxing champion, wrestling, football, martial arts since I was 4 years old. Been in a lot of fights in middle school, high school, and a couple after high school. Not too many. I kind of tapered off after that. So I was a great fighter, but here's the thing. I was very spiritual too. I went to church all the time, prayed, meditated, etc. As you know, I mean, my channel is called Spiritual Awakening, right? So the thing about it was Narcissist had me believe that I wasn't even allowed to speak up for myself when I was being physically and or verbally attacked. When I was younger, I just wouldn't defend myself because these narcissist members of my family would be like, oh my God, how could you do that, while they're beating me? Okay. So one thing I will tell you is absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you are allowed to protect yourself, defend yourself, etc. Now let's talk about a teaching in the Bible that was twisted by narcissists. It's the one where it says, Jesus says, turn the other cheek. What Jesus means, the literal meaning is to turn and walk away. If somebody is abusing you, it doesn't mean turn the other cheek and just let them continue to beat you. Now let's use some common sense. If Jesus was right here, or Buddha, okay, do you really think they're like, yes, just let them beat upon you? It's totally okay. Let them use baseball bats instead. No, they're going to say, get away. At the very least, get away from those people, okay? Number two, have you ever heard the phrase, it generally comes from like, I think it came from Japan. It came from, God, I can't think of the name of their soldiers. Samurai. I believe this is where this came from. You know what? Let me light the candle. I almost forgot to do that. Let's get this going. Show it to you. There you go. All right. All right. It came from the, I believe it was from the samurai. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, but I'm 99%. It might have came from Chinese philosophers. I don't know. But it was one of the students was saying like, why are you a gardener? Or something like that. And basically it's like the answer to whatever the question was I would rather be a warrior. I think he was saying, why do you train in fighting so much? And he said, I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. What that means is wars happen, fights happen, things happen. Prepare yourself, defend yourself.
Now, here's the sneaky trick that narcissists do. It's their number one secret. They want to get you into the left brain, that's the logical brain, and they do that by hurting you emotionally, which makes you run from your right brain, which is the emotional processor. So once you're in your left brain, that is the either-or processor, right or wrong, either or, this or that, black or white. And so now they're like, well, you can't be both a Christian and defend yourself physically. That's bullshit. The right brain is the and both brain. Yes, you can be a warrior. In fact, if you read Old Testament, it was all about wars and fighting and all that stuff, even into the book of Revelation, okay? So do not fall for that either or trick. Oh, you can't be spiritual and be a badass. Oh, yes, you can. This is what I call the either or game, and it is a complete false illusion. You have and both plus and more options and possibilities. You could be at the ice cream store with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend and say, I'm going to get raspberry sherbet and a scoop of orange sherbet, and they're going to, you can't do that. It's either this or that. And you might look at them and go, why? They won't have an answer. And you should just say, whatever, I'm going to get this, and this. It'll drive them nuts. They hate when you know that you always have options and possibilities. That's the right brain.
And so it's like, would you rather be a gardener that has no fighting skills at all, and all of a sudden a war breaks out and you're sent to war? You're not going to do very good. Okay. Or do you want to be the warrior in the garden who, when one day is called up, you're prepared? Okay. Here's the good thing about narcissists and demonic entities and beings. They're cowards. So here's how you deal with that. Okay. So basically these people are bullies. Ever since I was a kid, how do you deal with a bully? You punch them right in the nose as hard as you can. Why? Because bullies don't like to be bullied. They'll run in a heartbeat, even if they're bigger than you. And that's I learned that at a very young age when I was getting bullied at school. I just freaking cracked this kid in the face, and I'd never gotten bullied again. And from that point forward, here's another thing. I finally learned to get in people's faces verbally. Now, I am not saying go around start shit with people. That's not what I'm saying. Be the peaceful gardener who's prepared for war. When you are getting harassed by someone, it's because nobody has ever punched them in the nose. It's because someone has never publicly yelled at them in front of people, because the minute you do that, oh shit, oh God. They don't like that. So here's my notes. Yell at them. Shame them. Call them on their shit. They hate that. Call them on their shit publicly and be firm about it, and do not budge an inch, because they're going to, oh, well, yeah, but you got to really know. You say, no, I don't have to look at it that way. All right? So here's the thing. When you publicly call them on their shit and you yell at them in public and you shame them, they will run. Now, again, I'm not saying going around looking for fights. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying, because a lot of narcissists are trying to convince good people, spiritual people, oh, well, you're a spiritual person, you don't fight back. Oh, yeah, I do. In a heartbeat, I fight back. Okay? So the point being is, like, if I'm attacked, I will defend myself. My first tactic is evade. Walk away, whatever, dude. See you later. Neutralize conversation. Literally hang up the phone. That's my first tactic. But if someone's going to physically do something, my next step is to yell at them, to shame them, to call them on their shit publicly, and do it publicly. So what do narcissists do? Their number one goal, they look for people who are not close to their family and friends, like they moved hundreds of miles away to the other side of the country. And they also look to see, are you close to your mom? Are you close to, do you guys talk on a regular basis? Because they can't punish you and manipulate you if someone else is going, what's going on? This person sounds like an asshole. Get away from them. They want to find people that are somewhat isolated. And if you're not isolated, they will isolate you. They'll say, move 400 miles away. Come live where I live. Live with me. And then they'll cut off all, you're around people where you don't know anybody but them. So here's the reason why. They don't want other people to know, because other people will see the bullshit. So what you got to do is only be around them in public. Now, here's what they'll do. They got a group of flying monkeys. They will pull you around their flying monkeys. No, that's not what I mean. You have them meet. If you guys are going to meet for dinner, make sure you got people on your side there. Make sure you know people at that restaurant. All right? Have them come to your family meetings, your family dinners, and to your church to meet your people, because now they're a public figure. So now other people in public will see them and see you guys together, right? They don't want that, because a lot of people that deal with these narcissists know who they are, okay? So the overall message of this is, yes, be the warrior in the garden. That's the real message that I want to leave for right now. Be a verbal warrior. Stand up for yourself, because here's the deal. I was a fighter, boxing, kickboxing, football, wrestling, martial arts. I was a tough dude. I was benching 365 pounds at one point. I did 2 solid reps all on my own, right? But I didn't publicly and socially, verbally stand up for myself. That was my weakness, because I was raised by a bunch of narcissists. No, you're not allowed to do that, because then they can shame you all the time. They can attack you. They can use you. They can abuse you. It really isn't about being physically strong. I'm telling you. It didn't help me at all. Not one iota, not 1 ounce. It was when I verbally started standing up for myself. That's when I started getting my confidence. That's when I saw them tuck tail and run. It really is about speaking up verbally. All right? This is Mike Coling at MikeColing.com. You, as a light worker, as an empath, as a sensitive person, have every right in the world to stand up for yourself in whatever means necessary for that moment, okay? God bless you guys. Stay strong, be strong. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If you're not exercising, start exercising. Push yourself. Start out doing 3 days a week, light to medium, for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then build up. And then increase the intensity, the length, the duration. Lift weights once or twice a week. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. Eat a little bit more healthy foods. Go for walks, do some sprints. Join a gym. You know what, really? Join an MMA gym. Go to a boxing gym, kickboxing gym, martial arts. I would recommend MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and boxing, and wrestling. Learn how to fight. It makes you feel good. God bless you guys. See you in the next video. If you like this video, click subscribe, click like. See you in the next video. Bye.